July 6th, 2026. Here's all the birds today. This pair has one baby in the nest box, and it's Rosie. It's probably, I think it hatched around the 21st of June. I'll be putting a band on its leg tomorrow, I believe. Okay, down here is one of my oldest, and he's a hand-fed male. Let's see, will he come to me with a baby? Yeah, for whatever reason, no. And normally he's trying to climb out the cage, but he's got a Rubino hen in the nest box, and the last I saw, there were 5 eggs. I don't know if they're fertile. I don't know if any of them will hatch. Down here are the same ones who've been sitting here for a while, though the pink, which is here on the right, was a hand-fed. I don't even remember if the other ones were. I just don't remember. Okay, so now with the ones that had babies, I had said this one had 5 babies in the nest box, and those 2 sitting on the left in front are babies. And then down there at the bottom in the corner are 2 more. I'm a little worried about the one because it's tiny. It's a pink. It's way back there. It won't focus, of course. This is the dad in front, and over there behind the double wire for the door so youngsters don't get out is the hen, but I don't think it's going to focus. So that's just, there we go. And so that means 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 1 right now in the nest box, but they come in and out. Here's the other ones that had 4 babies. And it's mom in the back, and those are 3 babies, which I'm glad to see eating. I believe that's, yes, mom's at the back. What I had to do, though, 3 babies, that means there's 1 right now in the nest box. They come in and out. This is the dad of those babies, and I had to remove him because he was pulling the feathers out, because he was mating the hen and she was going in the nest box, and he wanted the babies gone. So the one who got the worst treatment is the Rubino. Got feathers yanked out, but it will be okay. You can see they're eating, yay. It's like till they're eating on their own. And when both parents are there, I stress, and even with both parents, it's like feeding, wanting them to feed the babies. Now right here is the one, the hand-fed, that used to be up in the top cage over there, and it's become super tame now that it's alone. As you can see, you want to see? Can we see that baby? You're probably too close. I get in the cage, but I don't get in the cage. I put my hand in the cage now every day to, let's see if it will get on my hand over on this perch, but it won't get on my hand on the other perch. Let's see if it'll come over and get on my hand. Come on. Let's see. You gonna come over? Now see, it might not do it because of the phone. You want to get on my hand? Yeah? Let's see. We'll just see. It becomes too tempting. He's actually over on my right, naturally, where you can't see him. Yeah, what? Yeah, yeah. So you're gonna nibble on my fingers. That's what he likes to do, is nibble and then climb on my hand. Yes, yeah, yes, there you go. Such a good baby. Because he was hand fed. But I hadn't handled him. He was one of the ones that after they got hand fed, they just got put out here. And he was one of the ones that was chasing the other males, which were his siblings, in the community cage. So he had to be separated because he was chasing and pulling feathers on the other males. Makes a wonderful hand-fed pet bird, as you can see. They can't help themselves almost when they've been hand-fed. They have to get on you. So it's just too tempting for them. So they make really good hand-fed pets. Now let's get them off and we'll move on. Go on, climb off. Climb off. Go on, jump over onto the perch. Will you jump over? Go on, jump over. There we go. Okay, good bird. Okay, so now we'll move on. The one down here, I lost one. I've been medicating him. He gets bouts of diarrhea, so did the other one. You're getting doxycycline. The other one ended up dying. This one, actually, its droppings look a lot better, but it's been doing this off and on. It would get like diarrhea and then it would clear up, and then it'd get diarrhea and then it'd clear up. So I don't know. I honestly don't know. So then over here, oh, here's the one of the other super tame hand feds that, yes, that's related to the one that was just on my hand. And this one likes to also nibble on wants my actually, if I get up with my face with the door open, it comes and like gives me kisses. Yeah, you do. Yes, you do. You come up and you give me kisses. Yeah. And the other ones in here are hand-fed too, but they're not as tame, though they watch this one. And then that gets the cream, has been more curious. Like I said, I hand-fed these birds. This is the cream, and you're not going to get a good look at it because of the light behind it. But this one comes down to, let's see, open the door. And it's silhouetted, so I don't know. It'll come down. They just, like I said, when they're hand-fed, they just can't help themselves. It's well, you can't see it right now. It's gonna come down, but oh, I know what the problem is. It's the phone. It's the phone. So, because I don't have the phone in front of them. Then down here are, I think these are mostly hens. And the same ones. I've been changing them. Though with all these new babies, I think I'm going to, there's only 5 up here. I'm going to remove these, switch out birds. There's 3, which you'll see in a minute, that are the first clutch of the ones having babies. I'm going to probably put them up in this cage with these next ones that you saw once they're weaned, because there's 10 more, so that would make 13 birds. So this is a much bigger cage, as you can see. And I can hold them all in there. So up here are hand-feds again. There's hand-feds and I think some that aren't hand-fed. They're from last year. I think the Rubinos. I moved in here from last year. And the second one is, in is the oldest hen, and I would like to breed her. I've said this before. I'd like to breed her to this Rubino male. That's the only Rubino male I have. Though I saw him, though I think one of these, that's a male Rosie there. I think maybe, I don't know. I saw him, I don't know, trying to feed one of the others. Now down here, of course, hand feds. And if you look at the shorts, the one on the right, the little Rosie, though there's my little pink girl that I always say, she was hand fed and she's just the sweetest little thing in the whole wide world. And she's very tiny. And she's the one who will jump in my hand. And it turns out, yes, the little Rosie, this is the one I started feeding at 3 days old this season because the female deserted it. And I don't know why it jumped away. It has to be because of the phone. Because normally it wants out, and she does too. See, look at how pretty she is. She's just cute. They're not used to the phone. Yes, you are such a pretty little girl. See, they don't normally do that. It's the phone. They're afraid. And then these other ones, though, I don't think these were hand-fed. Oh, yeah. The two Lutinos were, but they were never right. They were the ones that the male didn't feed when they were fledged the nest box, and they almost starved to death, and I had to feed them, which they didn't want me to feed them. Let's see if she'll... What you doing, little girl? What you doing, little girl? No, that's very weird because see, she never does that, and he never goes away either. He wants me to hold him. It is. Oh, see, now they come right over. It's the phone. See, he came right over because I don't do this. I don't have the phone in front of them. So when I see, now they want me. The phone's further away. I don't know if he'll come out. I'm not even going to bother. If I pull the phone away and put my hand out. And then down here are the two Rosies from the one pair that I showed you now have the 4 babies. This was their first clutch, the 2 Rosies. And then the Rubino came from the pair I started with, the Rubino hen and the Rosie. Actually, it's a fowl. I don't know. I call them Rosies. I think it has red eyes, but it's a deep rose. They have a Rosie in the nest. Now, just one baby. The first, just like her last time, she had one baby die, then this baby hatched, and then a third egg that didn't hatch. And the same thing this time. Her first baby hatched and was a Rubino, and that one died. Then the second baby hatched is a Rosie, and then the third egg didn't hatch either. Like, absolutely identical. Now, I'm going to try to open this, so they're very afraid. Because somebody wants to see. Let's see. See these birds? Hang on a minute. How come I can't get this open? I can always just take... I don't know why I can't get this open. What is going on? I can't get... There we go. Okay. And me further away, they will not panic. And I can probably put it on a zoom 2 times. There we go. Okay. So there's the one Rosie and the other Rosie, which these hatched in April. I don't know exactly what the date was. Let's see. Yes, I don't know. It's April. If I go back in the videos, I was showing, yes, I showed these in the nest box when they were little itty bitties. So, but they're coming along nicely. I don't know what sex they are. And then the Rubino is a female because the face is so white, but it looks really nice. So, and this year I've been putting bands on the birds, as you can see. So I know they're this year's birds. And if you notice, you see the rosies, they're blue and pink. So they're two colors, but the pink next to the bird on this clutch, so I know different clutches. And if you notice here, the pink is from on the outside and the blue is next to the bird. So I know they came from different clutches, not different clutches, different parents, different pair of birds. So, and the other ones, the latest ones, because I set up a different pair when the one deserted, I have to get up, deserted the rosy baby back there that I had to hand feed. Their band is white and blue, split white and blue. So that's it for today. Look at how quiet they have got. They really don't like the phone. This is foreign to them when I do this. As you know, they're all like all froze, which is better than them freaking out. But as soon as the phone gets put away, they're entirely different birds. So this is, like I said, the pair that Rubino with the split band on I just showed you that had that one. And now there's a little Rosie in the nest box. So, in fact, I think this male, see, he's got, what's his band? Oh, I think it's pale blue. No, I don't know. Some of these have bands because they're older. And then I just decided for a while that I just didn't care whether, I wasn't keeping track of them really. So here's that pair with the 5 babies. And yes, there's 3 still out there, 2 in the nest. No, 4 out. Oh yeah, the little one I'm worrying about is back there. Little pink. Let me see if I can show you. That's way back. That's the only one I'm worried about. It's the smallest. And it doesn't go back. I have put it back in the nest box. It's very warm. It's been warm, which is nice. So they're not burning that many calories. And I have seen it beg food from the parents. They do sporadically still feed the babies. Not a lot. But like down here, you can see, I'll go down slow. See the little babies eating. Actually, I think that's mom in the middle. And 2 babies on either side of her eating. So she's eating, and hopefully she will barf up some food for babies that possibly want her to feed them. But I think these down here have all been in the food dish and nibbling. And most of these, I think 4, except for that pink one, that little tiny pink one. But I haven't seen it do it. I hope the little teeny pink one has been in the nest box. Do you see it back there in the corner? See, when they grind the pellet, which I feed mini and called nibbles. Nibbles is like a little seed. But they grind it to powder, if you see. And that's a good starter food for really the babies. As you can see, it's easy for them to take little teeny pieces of the powder. And then they move on to the nibbles that looks like a little seed. And then they can move on to the mini, which you can see is like, I don't know, like it would look like a little piece of, what would that be? Like shredded wheat? I don't know how to explain. You can see it. I think am I still at, yeah, I was. Okay, I'm going to stop here.